I thought perfect routines meant perfect control. I was wrong about what was controlling what. I wake up at 6:47 a.m. every morning. Not 6:45, not 6:50, exactly 6:47. The alarm hasn't gone off in 3 years because I always wake up 13 minutes before it's set to ring. That's how precise my internal clock is. That's how much control I have over my life. Shower for exactly 8 minutes. 30 seconds to towel off. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to brush my teeth. I time it on my phone. Coffee takes 4 minutes to brew in my French press. I drink it black, standing by the kitchen window, watching the same jogger pass by at 7:23 a.m. She wears blue headphones and always stumbles slightly at the crack in the sidewalk. I pride myself on this routine. While everyone else stumbles through their mornings in a fog of disorganization, I move through mine like clockwork. Every action deliberate, every moment accounted for. It's beautiful in its precision. Today started the same. 6:47 a.m., eyes open. Shower, teeth, coffee. I was standing at the window, watching for Blue Headphones jogger, when I glanced at the microwave clock. 7:19 a.m. That's not right. I checked my phone. 7:23 a.m. But I just started drinking my coffee. The whole routine should put me at the window at exactly 7:19. I have timed it hundreds of times. Maybe the microwave clock is running slow. Electronic clocks do that sometimes. Lose a few minutes over months. I make a mental note to reset it later and take my first sip. Blue Headphones jogger passes right on schedule. She stumbles at the crack. Everything normal. But as I watch her disappear around the corner, I realize something impossible. If my phone says 7:23 and she passed by on schedule, then I've been standing here for 4 minutes. But I just started drinking my coffee. The mug is still full, still hot. I stare at the coffee. Steam rises from the surface in lazy spirals. I distinctly remember filling it. Remember the French press plunger going down with that satisfying resistance. I remember walking to the window, but I don't remember the 4 minutes in between. I shake my head. This is ridiculous. I'm overthinking. Maybe I zoned out, lost in thought. It happens to everyone. Doesn't mean anything. I finish my coffee and continue with my routine. Brush teeth again. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Get dressed. Blue shirt, gray pants, same as every Tuesday. Grab my keys from the hook by the door. As I lock the apartment, I check my phone one more time. 7:35 a.m. all. Perfect. Pat. Right on schedule for the 7:42 bus stop. But walking down the hallway, that nagging feeling persists. Something about the timing today feels off. Like a song played at the wrong speed, technically correct, but somehow wrong. I tell myself I'm being paranoid. Routines are reliable because they're routine. If something felt off, it's because I wasn't paying attention. That's all. That has to be all. The bus arrives at 7:42. Always does. I take my usual seat, 3rd row from the back, window side. The same people board at the same stops. Baseball cap guy gets on at Pine Street. Woman with the red purse at Market Avenue. I close my eyes and let the familiar rhythm of the commute wash over me. This is good. This is normal. This is exactly how it should be. End of the line, the driver calls. I open my eyes. We're downtown. I check my phone. 8:17 a.m. Perfect timing for my 8:30 shift. But wait. I remember closing my eyes when baseball cap guy got on. That was... Pine Street is the 3rd stop. The ride from Pine Street to downtown takes 22 minutes. I've ridden this route for 2 years. I check my phone again. Still 8:17 a.m. If I close my eyes at Pine Street around 7:45, and it's now 8:17, that's 32 minutes. But Pine Street to downtown is 22 minutes. Did I fall asleep? I don't remember sleeping. I remember the feeling of the bus moving, the stops, the familiar sounds, but the timing is wrong. Again, at work, I try to focus on my tasks. Data entry, phone calls, the usual Tuesday routine. But something keeps nagging at me. It's like trying to remember a dream. The harder I focus on it, the more it slips away. Lunch break arrives. I always eat at my desk, same turkey sandwich, same apple. But as I unwrap the sandwich, my coworker Jenny stops by. "How was your meeting this morning?" she asks. "What meeting?" "The one with Davidson. You said yesterday you were nervous about it." I stare at her. "Jenny, I didn't have any meeting. And we didn't talk yesterday." Ew. She frowns. "Of course we did. Right here, around lunch. You asked me about my weekend plans, and I told you about my sister's wedding." "Yeah. Well, your sister got married?" "No, that's next month. We talked about it yesterday. You said..." She stops, studying my face. "Are you feeling okay? You look confused." I am confused. I have no memory of talking to Jenny yesterday, but she seems so certain. And now that she mentions it, there's something familiar about her mentioning a wedding, like an echo of a conversation I can't quite place. "I'm fine," I say. "Just tired." She nods, but I catch her exchanging a glance with Marcus from accounting. They both look concerned. The afternoon feels strange. Tasks that should take 30 minutes feel like they take 5. Other tasks stretch on forever. I keep checking the clock, but time seems to move in hiccups and jumps. Minutes vanish. Hours compress. At 5:30, I pack up to leave. Same routine as always. But as I walk to the elevator, I pass the break room and see myself inside, eating lunch. I stop dead. That's impossible. Lunch was hours ago. But there I am, taking a bite of turkey sandwich, completely unaware that I'm watching myself from the doorway. I blink hard and look again. The break room is empty. My hands are shaking as I press the elevator button. This isn't normal. This isn't just spacing out or losing track of time. Something is seriously wrong with me. The elevator arrives. Same elevator I take every day. But as the doors close, I catch a glimpse of the floor number display. Floor 7. I work on the 3rd floor. I've worked on the 3rd floor for 2 years, but the elevator is descending from 7. When did I go to the 7th floor? What's on the 7th floor? I don't remember. I'm on the bus, but I'm also walking to the bus stop, but I'm also already home making coffee. 3 things at once. How is this possible? How am I in 3 places? The routine is falling apart. Everything is happening at once, or not at all, or in the wrong order. I'm brushing my teeth after I've already left the house. I'm drinking coffee before I've made it. I'm having conversations that happened yesterday, or will happen tomorrow, or are happening right now in some other version of this moment. "You seem distracted lately," Jenny says, but she's not here. She's at work, but I'm at work too. But I'm also at home. When am I? Where am I? Which version of me is real? I try to hold on to something solid, something real. The routine. The routine was always real. 6:47 a.m. Wake up, shower. Teeth, coffee, window, bus, work, lunch, home, dinner, sleep. Simple. Linear. One thing after another. But now I'm doing all of them simultaneously. I'm experiencing Tuesday morning while living through Tuesday afternoon, while remembering Tuesday evening that hasn't happened yet. Past, present, future collapsed into a single overwhelming moment that stretches and contracts like breathing. What's happening to me? I'm standing in my kitchen, but the coffee mug is empty. But it's also full, but I haven't made coffee yet. But I'm drinking it. The French press is clean and dirty and broken and new. The jogger is passing by, but she passed by hours ago, but she hasn't appeared yet. Time isn't a line anymore. It's a shattered mirror, each piece reflecting a different moment, all of them equally real, none of them making sense together. I try to remember when this started. This morning? Yesterday? Has it always been like this? Maybe I never had a routine. Maybe I just told myself I did. Maybe the routine was the illusion, and this chaos is what's real. No, Tao. No, that's not right. I remember the precision. I remember the control. I remember waking up at exactly 6:47 for months, years. That was real. But was it? Suddenly, I understand. The horrible, impossible understanding crashes over me like a wave of ice water. I'm not living moments consecutively. I am not experiencing time as a flowing stream. I'm existing as fragments, disconnected pieces scattered across minutes and hours and days. Sometimes I'm the fragment that wakes up. Sometimes I'm the fragment that drinks coffee. Sometimes I'm the fragment that rides the bus. But I'm not continuous. I'm not one person living through sequential moments. I'm dozens of temporal fragments, each thinking they're the whole person, each believing they're living a linear life. The fragment that woke up this morning thought it was the same me that went to sleep last night. But it wasn't. It was just a moment, a single point of consciousness, believing in a continuity that doesn't exist. How long have I been like this? The question doesn't make sense because how long implies duration, and I don't experience duration. I experience moments. Isolated, disconnected moments that sometimes align to create the illusion of sequence. I'm not living my routine. I am the routine. A collection of temporal fragments arranged in a pattern that feels like a life but isn't. But if I'm just fragments, which fragment is thinking this thought? Which fragment understands what I am? And if I'm just fragments, what happens to the spaces between them? What happens in the moments when no fragment is active? Do I simply not exist? I think I understand now. Or this fragment understands. Or maybe understanding is just another fragment, existing for this moment, and then dissolving into nothing. The panic has passed. Panic belongs to the fragment that discovered the truth. I'm a different fragment now, one that accepts. Or maybe I've been this fragment all along, and the panicking fragment was the illusion. I'm making coffee. French press, 4 minutes. But I don't remember starting the timer. When did I put the kettle on? Did I put the kettle on? The water is hot, so I must have. Or another fragment did. Does it matter which? This is my new routine. Existing in moments, accepting the gaps, not questioning the continuity I never had. If I'm a fragment, then I'll be the best fragment I can be for however long I last. The jogger passes by the window. Blue headphones stumble at the crack. Right on time. But time for what? Time according to which fragment? Am I watching her in the morning, or remembering watching her, or anticipating watching her? Does it matter? Jenny calls. I answer the phone, but I don't remember it ringing. How are you feeling? She asks. You seemed confused yesterday. Better, I say. I think I understand what was happening. What was it? How do I explain? How do I tell her that I'm not a continuous person, but a collection of temporal moments? How do I explain that the me she's talking to might be different from the me she was worried about? Just stress, I say. I'm working it out. After I hang up, I wonder, did that conversation happen? Am I remembering it? Am I imagining it? If I'm just a fragment, how do I know Jenny is real? How do I know the phone call happened? How do I know anything is real? I look at my reflection in a coffee mug. The surface is dark, distorted. I see a face, but is it my face? This fragment's face? Does it matter if fragments don't persist? The routine continues, but it's different now. Before, I thought I was controlling the routine. Now I understand the routine controls itself, manifesting fragments as needed. A fragment to wake up, a fragment to shower, a fragment to make coffee. Each one believing it's the continuous me, each one wrong. But if we're all wrong, does that make us real or unreal? I drink my coffee. It tastes the same as always. Or maybe I'm remembering how it tasted. Or maybe I'm anticipating how it will taste. If I'm a fragment, do I actually taste anything? Or do I just think I remember tasting? The questions multiply, but they don't distress this fragment. This fragment accepts uncertainty. This fragment exists in the space between knowing and not knowing. Am I thinking these thoughts right now, or are these thoughts thinking me? I finish my coffee and put the mug in the sink. Tomorrow I'll wake up at 6:47 a.m. Or a fragment will wake up, believing it's me, believing it slept through the night. That fragment will make coffee, and think it's continuing my routine. But will I be that fragment, or will I be somewhere in between, in the gaps where consciousness isn't active? I check the time. 7:35 a.m. Time for the bus. Or is it?